Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, and emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We do that for your listening pleasure, and we continue to bring that for your benefit. In any event, we are back. I'm not here as often as I'd like. My schedule is super crazy, and unfortunately, new bills that have not been where I expected them to be have abounded. So my schedule is ever changing and sometimes not always in a direction I would like. So not here as often as I would prefer. But anyway, how to deal with what other people think is what we're thinking about today. If you're looking for coaching, as I still have a thriving coaching practice all around the world, if you're looking for coaching, would love to be of assistance to you in any way that I can. Please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page, and we can do what we can for you there. In any event, a couple of things. First is you can reach out at PO Perception or and that's on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page, and we'll get in contact with you quickly. But what are some ways to avoid becoming consumed with what other people think? One, be grateful for what you have accomplished. That is, spend enough time with yourself that you know your accomplishments and the value of those accomplishments. When you know your value, it's easier not to get as distracted by what other people think and how other people are negatively affecting your impact. And so that can be super valuable. The next thing to look at is spend some time by yourself for reflection, for recharge. Look, other people's opinions can get you down. They can get to you. They can get you away from your highest good, but they can also be an opportunity to reflect on, are there things that other people are saying or doing that may be leading me in a direction that isn't the best thing for me? And sometimes when we overgive to others, we undergive to ourselves. And when we overgive to others, we're also in the habit of doing what other people think we should versus what may be good for us, healthy for us, or progressive for us. So taking time for meditation, prayer, reflection, refocusing, redefinition of what our goals are, understanding that we don't need to compare with other people. Comparison is almost parasitic in a lot of ways. Look, is always going to be someone you perceive that's more in line with being further along than you are. There is always going to be someone who is further down the road than you perceive yourself to be. There's also going to be people that you can stop and help and are beneficial for you to reflect on in a way of helpfulness. But when you allow yourself to get overwhelmed, you are also then taking away from your progressiveness and your progress, and ultimately leading yourself away from the goals that you have. Having defined goals, long term, short term, medium term, is essential as well. Knowing what those goals are, how to articulate them, how to achieve them, the challenges you have in getting to them, and the new things you need to learn in order to be able to reach them is important as well. So, having multiple goals that you're working on at the same time, and ultimately understanding how to not become a people pleaser is important. Don't tie your personal value or your professional value or your value as a person and in your personhood to your accomplishments. Doing this can be super distracting, especially when a person is willing to, take advantage of that, especially if they see you as either an easy mark or a person who can be easily be manipulated to going beyond what they can handle, and knowing how to see your self value as cohesive and cooperative, meaning that it is continuing to grow on multiple levels at all times. It's not just a definition of one thing, but it's the culmination of who you are in your complete personhood, knowing that you have value even when other people don't see it, knowing that you have value even when you are out of alignment with your own perception of your value, and identifying the ways in which you can bring value to the world around you without overextending yourself. Avoiding overextension is super important, extremely valuable, and necessary. And knowing how to do that and when to do that is also essential to your overall growth development and important for your mental, emotional, and physical health. Identifying ways to know how to do this is also important to making sure that you remain cooperatively balanced and identifying the ways to do exactly that. So knowing how to do that is valuable as well. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, anyway.